And get kicked off. Hello, everybody. Excuse the spookiness. I was just explaining off recording that I hate the overhead lights in here because then they just like shine in my screen. And so I just have this like mega light shining on my face and the lights off. So kind of nice, kind of calming for me, if I'm being honest. But I just realized we haven't had a team call, I feel like in a month, maybe. I feel like it's been forever, a really long time. And so this is kind of our kickoff call for 2024. And it is going to be such a good year. I just, those that are here to stay. And I think I've been here for 10 years and I went to one of the body corporate put on two business trainings in the States this past weekend. One of them was in Denver and the other one was in, I want to say Tampa or something. Um, and so I was able to go today and I just couldn't, like, I just kept thinking, like, something that I think has continued to help me continue to believe in this company, continue to show up through all of the hard things in my life over the last many, many years. Um, just all of the things, right? The things that make me continue to show up is being on a team call, live on a team call every single week, whether there's 2 people here or there's 10 people here. I could probably count on one hand, maybe 2, how many times I've missed a team call. So that's one thing, but also never missing a live event. And I went to this event by myself because I don't have a local team yet. That is a goal of mine in 2024. And I'll talk a little bit about that. But I went to this event by myself. I knew nobody. I sat alone. I didn't even really talk to anybody, which I didn't really need to, because it was literally 4 hours of training. And that might sound like a lot. It might sound like, oh my gosh, I would hate that. I would not want to like sit through that. But it didn't even feel like 4 hours. It was so engaging. It was just like what you needed to hear, like especially in the beginning of 2024, especially just where we are as a team, where I am as a partner. It was all the things that I needed to hear. And there was probably only about 100 people in the room, which Doug Moss was there. And he was like, you could look around this room and be like, oh, there's not that many people here. Or you could look around this room and be proud of yourself for being here and be proud that you showed up. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter about the people that aren't here. What matters is the people who are here and who are ready and who are excited and still have belief and who are loving body and wanting to share it with the world. And, it was just such time. And we all know a live event reignites you and it just lights that fire. Kate, everybody give her a woohoo. She earned a spot to go to NLC for a second time. So corporate put on a little challenge for all of the 1 to 4 star diamonds, lifetime 1 to 4 star diamonds. You didn't have to be a current 1 to 4 star diamond. They put on a challenge that the top 200 partners to earn the most Success Club points, basically, earned a spot with a hotel paid for in Vegas to go to NLC. Brendan Burchard's going to be there. And they get to attend almost all of the things for the regular. If you don't know what NLC is, it's the New Leader Conference. And Kate almost didn't go because flights are always they're crazy right now. I feel like they're going down. And she was able to find a good one, but know that that event is going to relight her fire, and she's going to come back with so much for us as a team. And I just, if you can get to a live event, Kate and I were just talking today, it's such, we're bummed that there aren't quarterly events everywhere right now. Maybe they'll bring them back. I think, I don't know. I think they were just low. Attendance was low across the board. And so they're trying these quarterly ones in just like 2 locations. Eventually, I'm guessing it will come to Chicago. I don't know that it will be next quarter. Maybe it'll be summer or whenever. But I'm sure Chicago will get one this year. I would like I don't know. I'd be surprised if they didn't get one this year. I know Canada was supposed to have one, and Canada was still having them when like we didn't have them, and theirs got canceled. So I think when there is a live event, show up, and then that will show them that we want live events. I think they were thinking people would travel to these events, and I just don't think people will. Maybe I will travel to Chicago. I tried to get you guys to come to Denver to come with me to this, but anywho, with all that said, it was such a great day. Like I said, they went, it was supposed to be like 3 hours of training, kind of a little break, take photos, and then do a workout with Jericho. They ended up going way over, and it didn't even feel like it. Like I didn't even know. I'm like, the second speaker was on and she was about to be done. I looked at I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. They were supposed to be done with all 3 speakers at this point, and the third one's not even started yet. So the speakers that were there, like I said, Doug Moss was there. So he didn't talk a ton. He just shared a little bit at the beginning and a little bit at the end. But his big thing was this business isn't complicated. It's not complicated. We complicate it with all but what about this? But what about this? But what? Just do the dang thing. Do the dang thing and help the people. That's what we need to do, right? And then Danielle, so they were talking about 6 things: belief, routine, inviting, community, compensation plan or income, and mindset. And so Danielle Natoni had the first 2, belief and routine. And if you don't know who Danielle Natoni is, she has been a partner for, I think, like 14 years, a really long time. And she's been a top 10 partner. She's been elite, I think, 10 times, but she hasn't hit elite and hasn't really touched her business very much. It sounds like the past like 2 years, definitely not 2022. And she started to come back kind of at the end of 2023. And it might have been even 2021 also that she did not hit elite. And even last year, she knew she wasn't going to hit elite, but she did end up hitting premier. And so she was super proud of that from somebody who was a top 10 partner. Here she hit premier. I just think that takes a lot of guts and just faith and belief in this business just to share that. But she is back and her goal is top 10 again, and you're going to see a lot of Danielle. She's running power hours in the kind of that big power hour thing. She is back and she's excited. Even Darren got up there, you guys, and shared his story. He was so engaging. It was so here because he started even before Danielle, and he's like, I would go to Whole Foods and this was back when he didn't use social media. He would wear the same Insanity shirt every single day, and people would ask him what that was, and that is how he enrolled people. And they would have a live opportunity event every single Thursday. And if you were a partner, you went and your goal was to bring someone with you. And that's how he grew his business. He didn't really get into like but it was just really cool. And what I'm kind of seeing We're going back to like that in person, to the simplicity of just talking to people about what we do and not overcomplicating social media, and like just really being in your community. And I see that coming back, and we'll see if I'm right, but it just felt like, gosh, why can't we just do it that way? Like, and we can. So that was one thing. But Danielle talked a ton about belief. And she said, I'll just share a few things. I'm not going to like share a ton because I could talk for an hour probably, but our job is not try to get someone else to believe. I'll say that again. Our job is not to try to get someone else job believe ourselves and share that belief with excitement. And by sharing that excitement and that belief, other people will believe. We are not in the convincing business. We are not trying to get someone to stay if they don't believe. Just had a partner tell her that she's probably quitting because she doesn't believe in it anymore. And I said, let her go, Susan. Let her go. We are not a team that is going to try and pull someone along. Don't believe in the products, in the price of the products, in the partner opportunity. Like, we're not going to be, we don't pull people. They have to be, you're here because you love it. You love the products, you love the workouts, you love the community, you love it all. You share that with people and you share that excitement, and other people will, if they are interested, will come along. One thing, if you are struggling at all with your belief, I want you to do this exercise. I want you to write down 3 reasons you love, and then I'm going to give you 3 categories. 3 reasons you love our products and our programs. 3 reasons you love kind of the team aspect of things. And 3 reasons you love making an income from this opportunity. And that will show you, like, my 3 reasons for loving the products and programs are not having to leave the house. You guys, we had like 100-mile-per-hour winds today. It's insane. I love having a program to follow, having good nutrition programs to follow. I mean, I have way more than 3, but there's just 3. The kind of team aspect of things or kind of body as a whole, you can think of it. I love the supportive community. I love earning trips, going on trips, whether that is corporate or our own kind of retreats, which we need to plan one, Kate. And I love being surrounded by other people who have similar goals, who are also wanting to make an additional income, who are wanting to work on their health, who love having healthy habits, like, and then income. I love being able to contribute to my family, paying off debt, and creating a flexible lifestyle. So those are, just do that activity in the next day or so, and it will just help you see what you believe, where your belief is, and maybe where somewhere up an area you may need to work on it as well. And then she talked about routine, but I feel like she continued. It wasn't a ton of routine. It was a lot of listen to your growth day every day. Like, and that same thing with the mindset. I feel like mindset and routine kind of went together, and belief. They kind of all are very similar. But one thing she did say is your mindset determines whether you're going to press play in your workout, what you're going to put in your mouth every day. It determines how you're going to live, how you're going to interact with people, how you're going to show up, how you're going to not show up, it's all your mindset, period. And so the number one thing we need to be focusing on and helping our clients with is their mindset. Our people who are like, I can't show up. I had 2 people when I sent them the BOGO deal for their renewal. were like, I haven't used it at all this year. I'm going to cancel. And my question back to them was trying to get them to like dig into why. Sure, cancel. Like again, same thing with clients. I do not pull people along. If they want to cancel, I'm not trying to convince them to stay, but I am trying to get them to why they're not showing up when I know they have these goals. They want to show up. Like, what is it? And helping them really get into their mindset with that. And then another thing that you can work on. She said she was working with Katie Ersta, who is a former body partner who now has like her own business, meaning helping business. Anyway, and she helped her create, what's your staple story? What is the story you're telling on repeat? And your staple story includes these three things: your life before body, your aha moment, and your life now. So it's a story that you're telling over and over and over. And people know you. So it's your life before body. Your aha moment was like, oh, to make this change, what does your life look like now? And mine has like, and your story is going to change. Mine has changed multiple times over 10 years. But your kind of staple story, that initial story, like, what is it? So that's another piece of homework that I want you to dive into. I also need to do that one as well. So that was Danielle, and I just love her. Apparently they're moving to Colorado, or maybe getting a second house in Colorado. That was like it was like on our market council. I don't know if she was supposed to tell everyone in the room that, but she did. And Danielle's face was like, I think her and Darren are pretty private people. They don't share a ton of like their private lives if you watch their social media at all. And so I don't know that this gal was supposed to tell all of us that they were moving to Colorado, but so I'm trying to like figure out, I'm like, no, she's still in her Vegas house. I know that background, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So anyway, I love her, and I love these partners, like right now in this kind of, I feel like we're in a change season with this business, and a lot of turnover and moving of people leaving, but I love people like Danielle, who sitting back for the last couple of years, and because I'm sure she's losing a lot of money. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but these top partners are capping out with the new caps, and they are not making as much as they were. So that is a real thing. And she could have been like, screw this. Like, or she could have just sat back and been like, I'm sure she has all these other partnerships. I'm sure she doesn't. But she was like, no, I believe in this. And what am I doing? And why am I not, still helping people? And so it's really cool to see her come back. Then the second person was Courtney Burton. I know her because she's a local Coloradan. She lives in kind of a mountain town. She owns her and her husband own multiple businesses, like brick and mortar business, online business, a travel business. And then she has this business. She actually just started like a business coaching thing as well. But she talked about inviting and community. Honestly, it wasn't really much anything that I have never heard before, but it's always a good reminder. She said one good thing that I've started doing this week is she does, probably all heard of the 531 on Instagram, where when you're looking for kind of people to connect with, this is for connecting with new people. So I like to go to an account that I like. So I might go to an IVF account that I follow, go to a post, and I'm looking for 5, does not have to do with this, but each day I'm trying to connect with 5 women 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. This is what she does. I'll talk about the 5-3-1 piece in a second. But I'm trying to connect with 5 women 4 days a week. And then on Friday, conversation. So on each day of the week, when you find your 5 women, you're going to go to their profile. You're going to like photos. You're going to make 3 good, solid comments, not just like a heart emoji or whatever. And then you're going to do 1 follow. What I've heard of in the past was you send 1 message was the one, but this one she was like, I follow. The 1 is the follow. And then on Friday, you have all of these women, and that is when you kind of start the connecting conversation. None of this has to do with, you're not sending an invite, you're not, nothing like that. You're trying to connect with them. So hopefully they have stories. That's the easiest way. If they are somebody who does stories of their own, you're commenting something good. You're starting a conversation in their DMs through their story. Or you could start a conversation. These are people like you want to be friends with in real life. Like these people that you're trying to connect to. Don't even try and like put your blinders on that you're even have a business. I know it's hard to do, but because I struggle with it myself, where I'm like, I know in the future I'm going to want to invite you, so this feels inauthentic to me. But no, like take that away. Like just focus on, I'm looking to make new connections, new friends with these people who are also going through IVF, right? Like, how can I connect with them? How can I help them, pray for them, support them, whatever it is, and make those connections. So then on Friday, you're trying to make a connection with them, send them some sort of message. Again, like either off their stories, or you saw something on their photo and you loved their dress, or they said that they went and traveled somewhere and you want to know more about that. Like how would you normally talk to somebody? Like, don't make it weird. How would you normally, you see somebody out and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that shirt. I literally do that. And maybe not everyone does, but I'm like, and people do that to me and it feels normal. So 5-3-1, 5 likes, 3 comments, 1 follow. Do that 4 days a week with 5 people. That's 20 people you're connecting with a week, or trying to engage with, trying to connect with. And then on Friday, you are starting the conversation, asking them a question, trying to become friends with this person, getting to know them. And then eventually, don't make it weird. And eventually, I'm not going to give you a timeline. It's not going to be like the next day, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month. I don't know. When it feels right, then it might not ever feel right. And that's okay too. But if you're connecting with 20 people every week, 20 new people every week, you're going to be inviting more. You're going to have new people to invite and to talk to, and they're going to be seeing your stories and they're going to start following you, and you're developing a friendship. The other thing that she said that I like kind of convicted me, and maybe some of you will also feel this, but she said, create a solid offer. Stop. And it made so much sense when she said it. She was like, in September, you were promoting a lifting program. And then in October, you were promoting a bar program. And then in September or whatever, then you were promoting yoga. And then you're promoting this. And then you're promoting this. And people are like, does she lift? Does she do bar? Does she do yoga? Does she do, what does she do? And it's okay for us to do different things. And she's like, I'm not saying like it's not a good thing to be doing different programs, but instead of outwardly inviting so many different things, what is your offer? 2B mindset. This doesn't mean that you're never going to talk to somebody about a specific program, but what is your thing? If you know Natasha Pearson, top partner, I think she just hit top partner again. She only talks about 2B mindset. That's the only thing she sells? No. social media, she only talks about 2B mindset and how she's lost 100 pounds after pregnancy and blah, blah, blah. Same, there's another top coach, Katie, I can't remember her last name. Same thing. She's a 2B mindset. Are you always talking about fitness? Always talking about Shakeology? Like, what is your solid offer? And it just be clear and don't keep changing it month after month. And it really got me thinking, and we'll have to talk about this on the monthly group leader call. It's like, I love the different challenges, but I almost wonder if the things that we invite like our current people to, but then our outward invite is always just like a solid offer. I don't know. We'll talk about that on the monthly call, because I think it's great to do the habit bet and different things. And I think it does people reeled back in. But for me, mostly been my already clients who are already doing programs and things that are joining those challenges that we're doing. So if we could all get clear on our forward facing offer, all see more new client success, if that makes sense. So I think we can do another call, really like diving deeper into that, and for each of us to really dive into like, what is it? Like, what is it? For me, it's like habits. Okay. That is like it's kind of the niche, right? But I don't want to keep going on forever and ever. What else? With that, like, you're always identifying what they need. Like, because with that, if you have a more kind of broad ask, a broad invite, then you're really getting to what they need. And you can really help somebody specifically, and not, well, I'm promoting this Dig Deeper program. I can't do that. And then they think that they can't do anything. So anyway, and this was her invite. Was this her invite? But at some point she uses this, and I thought it was really good. And I actually used it for my 10 and play people. Well, I didn't get very good response from it, so maybe it doesn't work that well. But she said, I know this sounds crazy, but in 6 months from now, this is like they're interested in information. I know this sounds crazy, but in a perfect life, 6 months from now, what would your body and life look like? That's like the first question, the first like kind of consultation question she asks, because it's getting them to think about how they want to feel, how they want to look for some people. And you can say feel and look. You could just say feel. How do you want to feel? How do you want your life to feel in 6 months? And that helps people get to what they really want. So that then, if they tell you, then you know what they want, and you can help them with what they need. And you can say, awesome, I have the perfect program for you. That's what she says. Awesome. She doesn't go beat around the bush. Awesome, I have the perfect program for you. It's this. Can I send you a cart? It's $179. Can I send you a cart? She's like, and she doesn't ask them what supplements they want. She just gives them, I think, the Shakeology and Energize. And she tells them that I gave you my 2 top products, my 2 favorite products. I want you to start with both of these. You can change it later. We can change it now if you want. But I thought that was good. Oh, and then when she talked about community, kind of the client community, she said, and this was another really good reminder, it is not your job to get them to do it. You send them a good welcome email. And she shared kind of what she puts in her email. She tells them what program to do. Because if you're a new person and you get on Body and you have never worked out before, you're not choosing anything. I loved that. She tells them what to do. You're going to do 4 weeks for everybody, or you're going to do dig deeper. She tells them what program to do in the email. She tells them when to start. She tells them, okay, log in, find the program, read the program materials. Here's the program you're doing. Find the program, read the program materials. Here's a link to our group. I expect you to join this group, and I expect you to share your sweaty selfie every day. Post you, and here's how to contact me. She links the nutrition quiz for them to figure out which nutrition program they want to follow. And in that very first email, she lets them know about HD and has directions on how to change your flavor, how to change the ship date, how to all that in that very first email. So again, she tells them what program to do. She gives them the link to the group. So she puts it all on them. This is on them. They're making this decision. Yes, we've sent them a cart. We've helped them make this decision, but they made the decision to move forward. They need to take the next steps. It's not our job. Not our job. It is theirs now. And we all know that. I just said I had 2 people this week tell me they haven't used it all year long. Do I feel bad? No, I feel bad for them. Checked in with them multiple times, and it is not my fault. It's not on me. It is on them for not doing it. We've offered plenty of things. She puts in how to contact her, link to the nutrition quiz, and let them know about HD. So then that's what she said. She's like, it's not your job to let them do it, because people are like, do you add them to your group yourself? She's like, no, I don't. I give them the link to the Facebook group, BOG group, whatever. It is their job to join the group. It is their job to push play. It is their job to learn about the nutrition. They have the resources. They can ask questions. They have it all. If you send that welcome email and give them everything they need, they have what they need. She said goal is 3 clients, 3 partners a month, and that is going to make your business grow 10 times faster. 3 clients, and we're going to talk about recruiting here and getting 3 partners in a month. And then our biggest thing, write this down. Talk to more people with more conviction more often. And that's kind of what we started with, right? Talk to more people with more conviction. That's that excitement and that belief more often, and your business will grow. All right. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is the comp plan, and really this new 2 things. The group volume bonus and just diamond in general, and the quarterly diamond bonus. So I'll start with diamond. This was an aha, actually, from Erin Hopkins this morning. On her, I listened to her Power Hour later. I shared it in the team thread, but she said prior to this month, there's really no reason to hold diamond. Yes, you earned like $2 more per team cycle bonus, but there was no additional incentive for someone to be a diamond coach. And Erin even said, she's like, I would tell people your business really starts when you hit 2-star. Yet people were having really hard time hitting 2-star because there was no incentive to get to and hold diamond. And so how are you going to get to 2-star if there's no real incentive to get to and hold diamond? There now is. You all, if you are not, want to and need to be diamond ASAP. This does not mean by the end of the year. It doesn't take 12 months to build to diamond. It takes 30 to 60 days. So just know that. But The incentive now is one, you now will be in a quarterly diamond bonus pool. Once you hit diamond, you have to be a lifetime 1-star or below. Hold it for 6 weeks. You have to be a diamond, but you can't be more than a 1-star diamond, if that makes sense. You have to hit diamond and you have to hold it for 6 weeks, and you will be a part of this diamond bonus pool, which means that you get a bonus. It's from corporate. It's nothing you have to do extra. It's this pool of money that they have that they split up amongst the different ranks. And prior to this, there was a 2-star diamond bonus that I get, a 5-star, a 10-star, and a 15-star. And now there is a diamond bonus pool. So it's extra free money. Like, come on, people, let's get that. But the other incentive for hitting diamond is there is now a cap. And this might not pertain to most of you right now, but it will if you keep building your business. There's a cap at Emerald. If you're getting a Team Cycle bonus, your Team Cycle bonus cap is $100. So those of you that look at your paychecks, I want you to look at your Team Cycle bonus income amount. And if it is over $100, you now are capped at 100. You lose anything extra than that. So what does that mean? That's another incentive to be hitting diamond so that you're not losing that money, if that makes sense. If that is confusing, it is okay, and I can explain it, and I can dig into your paychecks with you and help you see if this is something that you're going to be affected by. When I said that a lot of top partners are losing money, this is what I'm talking about, because there's caps at each rank. Many of the caps have changed. And so for those at a higher rank, their cap, they may not be at that rank anymore. And so their cap, and they're going to be losing money, is essentially what's happening. And it's okay. It's not a bad thing. And honestly, Erin's like, I'm losing money, but what I'm gaining is the ability to help new people earn money faster, see wins, build this business faster, earn more money faster. And that's what we're in this for, right? We want to help more people. And if more people can see wins earlier in this business, the more likely they will be to stick around and continue with our mission of helping other people. And then the group volume bonus, we need to talk about it, but I think now's not the time. I don't know. I feel like, what do you think, Kate?
Just all you need to know is essentially starting this year, if all the partners that you enroll and as they enroll in their organization, there is a new bonus that's based off of the volume coming in off of that. So it's an incentive to sign new partners and have them have wins, and that will just keep building and building and building. And your income is going to grow because of it. So it's really exciting, and it's another opportunity to earn more income. So they're really incentivizing bringing in new business, having them bring in new business, and you're going to build that business for as long as they're around. So it's going to keep flowing in everything that is coming from here on out. So it's exciting. I don't really understand it yet. And I think that would be like maybe a good live.
Yeah, Erin did a call. That call from Erin this morning, she went over it. She explained it really well.
So I would say everyone should look at
showed hers, and because you can see the report in your back office now.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of us have anybody yet that are showing up. Any of our team. but we will. But it takes, so like how she explained it is the people that are showing up right now, like this week in for her bonus, were people who enrolled as a partner the beginning of December. So you don't see the volume the very first month they enroll, you see the volume the next month. So the month that they stick around, that they so we want to be having good customer service and helping people stay on products and helping them help more people. So with that, I'll let Kate talk a little bit about recruiting and another little activity we have for you with that.
Yes, so, I don't know if any of you guys watched Brendan's call, the other day. But if you haven't, get into the Body Partners app and watch his call because it'll light a fire under your butt. And it's really, really good. And one of the things he talks about is about this goal of bringing on 3 partners every single month. And I know, so first of all, yes, it's important to bring on partners. You also have to be really realistic at where you are in your business. If your struggle is to just show up, then your focus is to show up every day. If your struggle is to like be on program and be like committed to yourself, then that's where you need to be. So this is for the people who are committed to their program, showing up every day, like this is for you, right? Because otherwise you really have, if you aren't recruiting or doing the work on the other side of all of your amazing posts and everything, then you have a really, I heard this the other day and I thought it was really good, then you have a really great diary, but you don't have a business. And so a business is that you are sharing every day and then you are doing the work on the other side to invite, connect, and change lives, right? And so, and that's what we're here for. And one of the biggest ways to grow a business is to recruit. And I'll be honest, it took me a year to hit diamond in this business. And I did it by, I enrolled my husband on one leg and got him to Emerald. And then I had found a working coach on the other leg who's no longer with me anymore, my original. And got her to Emerald, and I went from diamond to Emerald to diamond to Emerald a lot over that first year because you hit a rank and then it takes a while to secure that rank. So that's just that's the way it goes. So you want to constantly be recruiting. It's just like when you recruit customers, 5 times out of 10 or 9 times out of 10, I don't know what your ratio is, but some of them don't follow through on their program. It's the same with partners. Some partners don't follow through, and that's just life, right? And so you can't make people work the business. So that's why it's all about recruiting a lot of partners. And so how do we recruit? That's the big thing. And the biggest thing is to stop saying that it's hard, because our words have power, and what we're saying over and over and over again is the reality that we're creating for ourselves every single day. So is it an empowered reality that you're creating with your words, or are you making it hard and saying these things that are disempowering to yourself and your business and what you're up to? So the first thing I would say is sit down and have a hard conversation with yourself on what you really visualize with this business. Like, where do you see yourself? Like, when you close your eyes and you see this business, where do you really want to be in it? When I originally started this business, when I closed my eyes, I envisioned this strong, amazing local team that got together and did fit clubs and all of these things. And you guys, I'm 7 years in, and that's manifesting right now. But I never gave up on that vision. And that was what I wanted for myself, for this business. I really wanted to create a local team, and somehow it just happened. And so realized that it's not going to happen overnight, but you have to build the house in your head before the house actually appears. You have to build what you want to create. So sit back and think about it and like journal it out. Where do you see, what inspires you about this business? What makes you get up and want to work it and do it, So that's the first thing, is creating a strong vision for yourself around this. And and thinking about it every day. Like really closing your eyes and visualizing that every single day. I visualize myself with the 5-star flag walking across that stage, and I've had that vision for a while. And I know it's going to be a reality one day. And I don't give up, and I have a visualization meditation that I do every day, and I visualize all of these different things that I want to create for my family and in my relationships. Like, don't just stop at your business. Like, really, what's the life that you want to create for yourself? So visualize that. What is the culture of your team? What does it feel like? All of those things. And then the next part of that, which I kind of dove into already, is uncovering your why. Why do you want this to happen? We talk about how our why has to be the most powerful and driving force behind this business. Is it income? Is it recognition? Is it that you just want to develop those leadership skills? What is it that is your biggest why that's going to have you get out of your own way when you don't want to? Right? And so writing out your why and it has to be powerful. It has to be the thing that makes you stop and do the things that you don't want to do. Just like your why for fitness or being healthy. That's strong. If you're showing up every day, it's very strong, right? And so it has to be just as strong for your business. So those are the first two things. So your visualization and your why, and then the next part is the action steps, right? The actionable steps behind creating the things that you want. So part of recruiting is actually inviting people to recruit, right? So you have to invite, and you have to do posts. So remember, whatever we're talking about is what people are reading about. So if you're not doing posts on the opportunity, then people won't even know there's an opportunity, right? If you're not talking about the community, if you're not talking about any income you've made. And guys, when we talk about income, it doesn't have to be this huge income. Some people would just be happy to fill their tank with gas every single week. Some people would just be happy to be able to get their kid the expensive shoes that they want. Like, it doesn't have to be this huge amount of income. You could even do a post that said, I remember when I first started, I was like, I just got these kids these ridiculously expensive Nikes that he really wanted. And I'm grateful to my at-home side hustle that helped me do that. Like, simple, right? It doesn't have to be something huge. So taking actual steps means doing the posts, and taking what, Amanda was saying with the 3 reasons you love, coaching. Like, do a whole journal out of everything you love about being a partner, everything you love about being on this team. Like, what is it that brings you back? What gets you excited? What lets a fire? And start writing about it. And sharing about it, talking about it in your stories, talking about being on this call and what it's like creating, your business and what that would look like. So talking about it, and then having a mindset of a recruiter. Like right now, when I go through my feed, I'm like, oh, who would be good? Who would be good? Who do I want to invite? Have I invited people that are close to me? For me and where I am in my business, I want, like, I'm setting up locally recruiting event, like Christina is live events is where it's at. So like the fit clubs that we're doing. And you guys, I started my own fit club by myself, my first year in coaching, and I went to the local library and I had like 3 people there. So like, you can just start a fit club is just more than you working out. Okay. So you can start live events, you can start getting people together, and being able to do that is what starts to bring momentum to your business. So I would say create something where you can start inviting people to. We have events on our team where you can invite people to, and then also you can start creating stuff around you. So I know I want to do an opportunity event for the partners in our area and have something to invite to. So always you want to have something to invite the people, your prospects to. So I know Christina Sellens is having like different open houses. I think she already put out the schedule. We're going to have something at the end of the month, but put it into your routine, your posting schedule, talking about the opportunity. Just do it. I will be talking about the opportunity 2 to 3 times a week. That is my commitment. After I hit Success Club, my focus is recruitment. So my focus is hitting Success Club every month, and after that, it's recruitment. So that's where I'm at. And because I know that that's going to help my business grow the most, it's going to be how I help the most amount of people, right? And pay it forward. And there's nothing like having your partner help somebody else, and then they have somebody under them that helps someone else. It's really like that ripple effect that I talk about all the time. So make sure that you are posting about it, talking about it, making your reach outs, flipping the script in your head of it's hard. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is how you're talking about it. And I have the same problem. I have to constantly be like, no, recruitment isn't hard. Look you've recruited in the past. You can do it again. Like, I mean, I'm sure Amanda has the same thing. Top coaches, Christina Sullins, who built $1 million business, is having to recruit again. And she's like, I'm nervous, right? So like, it's normal to be nervous and scared. You do this shit scared. And you get better and better at it. And it's just like a muscle. It's just like showing up at 5 a.m. for your workout, right? So you just keep going. And that's what I've got on recruitment. So, anything else you want to add, Amanda?
So good. No, that was really, really good. And I think, yeah, Susan just had to jump off, but I think we brought the fire tonight. That's all I gotta say. I feel like we just, yeah, we had a lot to share.
There was a lot to share.
I hope that was super helpful. Hopefully nothing's ever overwhelming. You choose overwhelmed. Don't feel overwhelmed if we shared too much. Take the nuggets that you got. We'll share a lot of this again. Like, you always can learn one thing from a team call. You don't need to learn everything. You don't need to walk away from a team call being like, now I know how to invite, and now I'm a best recruiter, and now I have the most belief in the world, and now, like, what is the thing that you need to take away today, and how can you take action on that thing tomorrow?
Yeah, because we all are at different places.
Yes, we're all at different places and all need different things, but we're sharing. We try to share for everybody, but not everybody needs everything, if that makes sense. So hopefully you took away something from this. And when the recording is shared, if you can share what you learned and some takeaways, that's always helpful as well.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So we're going to post this in the team page, the recording, and then we'll share it to the new pod. And then if you're watching the recording, share your takeaway so that we know what you liked, and also share like what you want more training on, because we're trying to, we'd like to put together a schedule for this year. So you guys have things to look forward to. We'd like to have guest speakers on these calls and really help you dive into your business and like rock 2024. I mean, we're just at the beginning. We're just scratching the surface. There's so much amazing, awesome work to be done. So
yes, this is going to be the best year yet. I just know it. Yay.
All right, guys, love you. Do you want to peep out for a picture or no?
I feel like no one's going to, but maybe. Anyone?
Oh,
we got Liz.
I gotta shout you out, Liz, for doing an awesome live video. That was amazing.
We got Ange.
Did it. It was great. Remember, it's just like anything else. You get better and better at it. The more you do it, you have to start somewhere. So you're amazing. All right. Ready? Angela, so good to see you. All right. I'm doing a boomerang. So wave or something. Ready? Here we go. All right. I'm saving it before I lose it. All right, guys. I love you. Thanks for jumping on. It was a long one, but it had been a while and we had a lot to share.
I know. I was like, we'll keep it 30 to 45. It was an hour. But actually, we started late, so it was less than an hour.
That's true. Sorry.
All right. We had a lot to share. That's all right.
All right, guys.